Karina rubs her hands together as she looks at the map.
Bro. I don't know why that happened as soon as she was starting to rub her hands, but I was like, we're gonna watch this one, chat. I'm so sorry if you're eating. I'm so sorry if you are. You're gonna see some insane proportions. You're gonna see some insane proportions, bro. But we're gonna be watching the craziest meals ever eaten on my 600-pound life. Not gonna lie though, I'm pretty sure the first ever meal that we're gonna see, I wouldn't even be able to finish it in a day. I'm being that serious because I've actually seen some crazy episodes from my 600-pound life, and these people do not hold themselves back. These people really do have like insane issues of getting massive amounts of meals. And usually a lot of the time, the first meal is like already what I eat throughout the whole entire day, which is like about 2,000 calories. If not, they probably eat even more in just one entire session. And then on top of that, they might even go get for seconds and they double it up, which is absolutely insane. So we're going to get started. We're going to see how crazy these meals can get. And hopefully don't get too disgusted by it.
On my 600-pound life, eat some of the craziest meals ever seen on TV. And in this video, we're going to break down the most
We have 6 people here. I wonder if these people like now are like super skinny. I don't know if they are, but this is very recent, so hopefully.
insane. Looking at the calories, cost, and more. Starting with James B, the man who is addicted to getting food delivered.
Damn, IHOP?
James' story was in
move for
season
IHOP.
10 of the show, and he weighs in at a staggering 625 pounds, which
625 pounds is not really that insane though. Like I know the show was like about 600-pound life, but from whatever I recall from watching like these particular episodes, I will remember people being either like 800, 900, even up to like a whole entire like 1,000 pounds. 600 pounds is actually not that bad. Now it's like you fully think about it. And plus, even then, 600 pounds, if you're eating like about maybe like 3,000 calories, you wouldn't be able to gain that much weight because it's actually a lot harder during that size to gain weight unless you're like eating excess amount than you were legitimately. Like for me right now, I weigh like about 200. If I ate 3,000 calories a day, I would probably more than likely gain weight if I did no exercise or nothing. But if I was 600 pounds and I ate 3,000 calories, I'll probably lose weight. So it's like a huge, massive difference here. But 600 pounds, 628 pounds, it's probably easy to lose compared to like someone being like up to 200. 600 pounds will be 2 of me in one person. Yeah, that would be insane.
which won't come as a surprise when you see what he orders in for his breakfast. Obviously, I'm not American, but from the order he places, it sounds like he's ordering from IHOP, and he shares how excited he gets when he orders food.
The amount of stuff that you could get is just crazy, so
Whoa, this is the craziest fucking angle. I don't know if it's like the actual show itself, like TLC, but they always show off like the most craziest angles. So like, yeah, let's go ahead and make these guys look even bigger. Let's make them even huge. Bro, they're giving him like straight up like a thigh shot from here. Like, look at them. They're insane.
I get excited. It's like the Super Bowl. You can get whatever you want now. You understand?
He lists off his massive order of food, which is just an insane amount for an entire family, let alone one man. Some of these items have been removed from the IHOP menu, so we'll be going with the closest item currently on their menu.
All right, can I get the 2 slices of Steakhouse Premium Pancake? Can I get the Game Day Family Feast? Can I get the original French toast?
His first order of...
Damn, bro, just ordering like a whole entire meal for like a family of 4. Holy crap. That's insane. I probably wouldn't be able to finish at least one of those words that he was able to spew out.
Steakhouse Premium Pancakes consists of 2 pancakes with smoked bacon pieces and caramel sauce, and he orders 2 of these. He then adds a Game Day Family Feast, which consists of...
God, I can't even finish that by myself. 4,720 pounds? Dude, you got hash browns, 2 stacks of pancakes, eggs, and bacon? Oh my God.
8 pancakes, 8 bacon strips, 4 servings of scrambled eggs, hash browns, and 8 sausage links. And he isn't done yet. He orders some original French toast and finally 2 slices of ham. In total, this mammoth breakfast comes to $84 and around 7,500 calories.
Bro, I don't even know what I'd do with myself if I had to spend $84 every single morning just for me to get satisfied on food. And especially on being that 7,500 calories. Dude, that's just barely one meal that you're eating. Dude, from what I've seen right there, it's not even like enough protein for you to suffice. All of that is just straight up carbs. It's all carbs and sodium and fat. God.
And he hasn't even brushed his teeth yet. It seems hard to believe that it totals
That's
this
two
many
big old
calories,
bags.
but seeing the amount of food on the table,
Brother, this doesn't even look appealing to me. Look, I love going to IHOP, but this doesn't even look appealing to me, bro. This looks insane. I would die. I would run broke and then die. Yeah.
in front of him shows the reality of the situation. The most shocking part about this is that he actually finishes every single item he orders and still wants more.
God.
So when breakfast is
Did bro just finish 2 massive Minute Maid juices with his meal that he just had? Dude, what? Dude, that's just plain sugar. Like, I understand people like be drinking juice and stuff, and like one of them is like okay-ish. It's like, it's not great. But like 2 of them, and I'm pretty sure these don't even have the pulp. Like, they don't even have like the actual good stuff in the juice. You're only just straight up drinking the straight bad part of the fruit, which is just straight sugar. Just straight sugar. Holy crap. That, oh, bro, that's insane. He didn't order chicken. It's just a sausage. It's just the Timbs that the Timbs that it came to.
over, then I'm already thinking about lunch. I do get full, but it's temporary. Then I'm already back on the phone, looking on what I'm gonna get for lunch.
Now, obviously, James needs to change his eating habits quickly if he wants to lose weight. And my newsletter, The Fat Loss Kitchen, could be the key for him and anyone else.
It's just an ad.
Looking for one of these homemade, diet-friendly at Fat Loss Kitchen, as Dolly, who appeared in the same season, shocked viewers with the sheer amount of eggs she uses every single day. Dolly Martinez is someone my subscribers already know all about, as I've just released a video calling her the most immature patient ever on the show.
Most immature?
For good reason, after she moved into a drug den to avoid Dr. Now. But her diet is somehow even more shocking than that. She lives with her best friend Cheyenne, who, to be honest, could also be a star on the show, and this means that they
Bro said could also be a star in the show. Dude, that's crazy. Bro just had to sneak in that this in there. You already got one person in the show. Might as well go ahead and add the friend on here. You know, being that, they could honestly just become the next like duo of like what? The 1,000-pound sisters? I forgot what they're actually called, but you know, they were kind of popular for like a good while.
Both indulge each other's bad habits. So when Dolly asks for 15 eggs for breakfast, Cheyenne didn't bat an eyelid. Obviously,
did they just say 15 eggs? 15 eggs? For one person? Bro, I can't even be able to finish that many eggs, and I'm a big, massive egg person. Dude, the most amount of eggs I have ever eaten in one session, max 4. Just 4. On average, I eat about 3. 4 of them, I'm like extra hungry in the morning. But I'm never like, even on like the time I even get to the 4th egg, it's like super mushy. It gets like very like gross and like feeling. But 15? 15?
the egg prices are insane at the moment in America, with a dozen eggs costing around $5.50. So, on average, the amount of eggs alone probably costs her $7. To make matters worse, a single egg has around 70 calories in, and not even taking into account the oil she used for cooking, this is around 1,100 calories worth of egg. And she doesn't stop there, adding as much cheese as she could physically hold.
Bro just added a whole fistful of cheese, bro. That's not even like a good portion size. Bro got them like them kitchen use like restaurant type of like cheese. Bro didn't even measure. That ain't no cup. That's probably at least 3 cups of cheese she just added on top of the eggs. You just imagine how much cholesterol you're gonna be eating? You just imagine? Dude, your cholesterol levels are gonna be going through the roof. Bro's already having trouble breathing with the tubes that she has going up her nose. I'm guessing she's probably gonna be living for like at least another 3 years and then she's done. realistically speaking.
Into her eggs. Obviously, there's no exact number here as she just gets a fistful, but let's be generous and say that that's 500 grams of cheddar cheese, which would be yet another 2,000 calories, bringing breakfast to 3,100 calories. It should come at no surprise then that when she's finally weighed, the scales show a staggering number.
Oh, 593? That ain't too bad! That's below 600 pounds! But realistically, that ain't too good either, to be honest. Especially like you're a really small person. You know, realistically though, if you're like maybe like 6'3", you're weighing like 600 pounds, it's a lot more portioned out. But like if you're like 5'5" or like below that, it's gonna show a lot how massive you are compared to a person who's taller. It's insane how proportion sizes work. You got that nasty armpit swinging over her like bag of cheese. How rich are they to afford all that? You know, I feel like when you get to this point, you can't even work properly at a proper job. And I think this is where like it comes in with like, especially here in the US, you get like basically like free money to get like this kind of opportunity and just feed through, because it's kind of like a disorder, but it's not really a disorder. It's just a lack of judgment. It's a lack of like responsibility of a person to eat this much.
Step down. We're gonna be going to room 5.
How did that happen? It's actually a lot more than I thought I was going to see. There's no way I gained that much. So that makes no sense. That's impossible unless my skill at home must be wrong.
Somehow Dolly thinks that her diet couldn't have brought her to that weight, and Dr. Now was quick to explain how dangerous her situation had become.
Alright, so you are 593 pounds and you're 5'2".
Yes, sir.
So your BMI is 108. So that's a very high BMI. And your body is under a lot of strain because of that.
And just like
Bro, if you really think about it, Dr. Now really don't even be saying much. If you like ever watch the actual episodes in TLC, whenever they bring on Dr. Now, people either glaze the crap out of him saying like, oh, Dr. Now, he's the most chillest guy. But in the end, bro just be saying like the most surface level stuff that you could just imagine. Bro says, you weigh this much. You're fat. You gotta exercise. You gotta eat less. In order for me to do surgery on you to have a smaller stomach or remove fat, you gotta lose weight to show me that you can. Or else I'll make you feel really bad and make you feel really fat. Is Dr. Now even a real doctor? I've never really seen him perform anything else other than all these things, bro.
Maya's body was under a lot of strain too, caused by her addiction to fast food drive-thrus. Maya appeared in season 7 of the show and started her episode weighing over 600 pounds, and it's not hard to see how she got there. Because she's so large, despite being able to walk around and bathe herself, her boyfriend Christian needs to do pretty much everything else for her. This makes her attitude—
Dude, that is so sad. That is so sad. Because you mean to tell me you got a boyfriend that you live with and bro is literally doing everything to supply need and demand? Bro's probably going to work, doing every chores in the damn house, taking care of himself, and now he has to take care of a big, large woman who's like basically a toddler at this point. And the only way he's able to do this is by sheer pure willpower because you're not willing enough to lose weight.
Even more frustrating as she lies to her boyfriend about where she goes during the day.
He doesn't know when I go to get food because I get dressed to go out and I tell him it's for errands.
Hell no, look at him, bro. Do you think you can fool this man? Bro already knows. Bro knows what you're doing. Bro knows where you're going. Oh no, bro. Bro knows what you're doing, bro. I'm pretty sure bro is like about to give up. Bro is ready to walk out any moment. If you probably gain like another 20 pounds, you look slightly more different. Or you just go to the hospital. Bro's ready to go. Bro's ready to pack up. He's ready to go mentally. Like, look at him. That man does not look happy at all.
But it's a lie. because the only thing I'm going to do is eat.
Maya lies to her boyfriend so she doesn't feel judged and embarrassed about going to multiple drive-thrus. This may sound obvious, but I think it's quite clear that Christian knows she goes to the drive-thrus and just wants to keep the peace. In the car to the drive-thrus, Maya admits that sometimes she will go to 4 places in a row, which is more than most people will go to in an entire month, let alone in a single morning. Her first stop is McDonald's, and her order is mammoth to say the least.
Can I get 2 sausage burritos?
Hold up. How does bro be driving in this car? Bro is like super up close to the steering wheel and like almost hitting the roof of the car. You can't even see straight. Like the first thing you see is the blue lines of the windshield. Like if you need a turn, like how are you going to be turning? You can't grab the bottom part of the steering wheel. You can only grab the top half, if only.
A bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg.
So with her order of 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg and cheese, and a sausage and egg muffin, this brings her calories to start her morning to around 1,200 and costs around $15.
You could get all that at McDonald's for $15? I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna do that. At most, whenever I do go get McDonald's breakfast, I usually just get like a sausage biscuit, and that's mostly it. That's all I get. Maybe like a side of small coffee, but that's mostly it. I never get like anything else. And also, who gets like sausage burritos at McDonald's? Like, are they even that good? I never really thought that McDonald's had sausage burritos like that. I mostly just get that like their little breakfast sandwiches and call it a day. But $15 though, like that ain't too bad. Like honestly, you can feel like a family like that easily.
But this wasn't enough, and Maya isn't full yet.
There's no words for that feeling when you taste something you love. It's incredible, but it feels like that meal is gone in a second.
But did you even savor the food?
The next things I'm craving.
Next, she pulls up to the Arby's drive-thru and puts through another massive order.
Can I get a beef and cheddar sandwich, jalapeno roast beef slider, and your ultimate BLT sandwich?
With the beef and cheddar sandwich,
Okay, first of all, who even goes to Arby's? Like, if you look at this, does it make you think, oh, I want to get that. Oh, I want to eat that. Bro, this looks absolutely disgusting. Like, someone had to, like, make this look at least presentable. And you already know, whenever you get food at a fast food place, it's not going to look the same how it does in the image or in the commercials. They beautify it just for you to try it out. But, like, this is a whole, like, probably a pound of just straight up meat with slabs of cheese on top. Like, you got no vegetables on top, gang. There's nothing else.
Jalapeno roast beef slider and
like, at least here, okay, this is a little bit more presentable. This is like a little bit better. Like, it's not too bad. I'll probably try this one out.
An ultimate BLT sandwich, which by far...
Oh, no, okay, now that one. I'll try to get that one. That one looks pretty fucking good. Like, you got a nice amount of bacon. You got lettuce and tomato with the toasted Texas toast. I'll try that. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty banger. That doesn't look too bad. But the other 2 options, yeah, I'm going to just toss those out the window, bro. I'm going to toss those out the window. Yeah, this is absolutely pre-COVID. I actually saw this on TV when it came out. No way, for real? Holy crap. Did you know in Japan, packages that contain food have to be accurate in appearance and size of the package as well? Oh, I think I've saw that before. I think I saw that, like, it has to be the exact same look, the exact same size that you see in the packaging, or else it's like the company gets sued because of infringement. I think that's like mostly what it is. But yeah, I saw that. Man, it makes me want to go to Japan now. Like, hey, yo, let me get some of this.
Bar has the most calories of any of her meals this morning, all confirmed. She digs in yet again. She decides to enter a spree of drive-thrus here and finishes her morning having eaten 2,679 calories and having spent $31, which is probably enough to feed 2 or 3 people. I'm going to make a full video on Maya, as her addiction to food was so strong and her relationship with her family was made extremely difficult because of that. So make sure you listen to Doctor now and subscribe to my channel.
I encourage everybody to subscribe to the
cameo is crazy
channel and enjoy the videos.
Now, although Maya hid her food addiction, Bethany was much more brazen about hers, as she has her children bring her a ridiculous amount of fast food to...
What? Your own children to give you fast food? Dude, that is so disheartening. What?
Binge on. Bethany's episode starts with her saying she hates her life and she's in constant misery. At 40 years old and over 600 pounds, she needs her 10-year-old daughter to help her get ready for the day. She has another 18-year-old daughter that does cook for her, and she does start by cooking her mother a breakfast of 3 eggs and some toast. This is just a normal breakfast and obviously isn't too crazy. However, Bethany gets hungry during the making of this breakfast, so has a muffin and a bun and a packet of...
Bro, you gotta get a little snack in between while breakfast is being made. You can't wait that long, gang. You gotta have a little snack. You just whip up some cereal, call it a day. There we go, done deal.
Looks like crackers before she has her breakfast. This is pretty tame as far as 600-pound life breakfasts go though. And the real shocking meal comes later into her episode as she orders a pizza feast all for herself. When her daughters arrive home from school, they order a meal consisting of 2 pizzas and a massive box of multiple slices of garlic bread. I try to find the specific restaurant, but not being from America and my knowledge of the fast food chains over there being limited, we have to make some assumptions here. So it looks like 2 large mushroom and pepper pizzas, which would have around 3,000 to 4,000 calories in total. But
bro, what? Bro, what? Okay, for me, at most, when I order like a straight up pizza, like a whole entire like pie, max I eat half. Max if like I'm like hungry. Max I eat half of it. I have never once in my life have ever eaten a whole entire straight pie of pizza before. The only time I order 2 pies of pizza is whenever like I have someone else next to me and they want to get their own pizza and we don't want to share it because we have different taste buds and stuff and we have different things. But even then, at max, I still get like 4 slices. And maybe even if I want to try some of theirs, I get 2 of 2. I've never like once I've ever had an opportunity where I have to eat the whole entire pie. And bro is eating 2 of them in one session as lunch.
what really takes the cake is the massive box of cheesy garlic bread she ordered.
Hey, yo, honestly though, like, hey, yo, cheesy garlic bread? Hey, yo, let me get some of that real quick. Hey, yo, let me get some of that real quick. That ain't too bad. Like, might be good. I might have to try some a little bit of that.
But basically all herself.
That's when food became this.
Oh, God, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. That's 15. 15 like Texas-sized toast garlic bread. Cheesy garlic bread. Dude, that is insane. Dude, that's just straight carbs that you're eating. You're eating just straight carbs. There's like nothing else, no protein, no nothing. You got straight up Texas-sized toast, cheesy garlic bread. You got 2 massive ass pies. Holy crap! How are you eating this much? God, bro. And you're not even sharing this with your family. This is just only for you. I used to eat half a pizza back in high school. Nowadays, I eat slices, which is like a third or a fourth. Yeah. I mean, half a pizza is normally nowadays are still 8 slices. And that's how much I eat. I ate like 4 slices and bada bing, bada boom. That's it. But yeah, that two whole pies. 2 whole pies of pizza just for one person.
Thing in life like it is now where I have to have it.
At my count, there's 15 slices there, and at minimum 350 calories per slice. That totals up to 5,000.
Jeez! For the whole entire like box itself of like the cheesy garlic bread is 5,000 calories.
50 calories just on garlic bread. She does give a couple of slices of pizza and a slice of garlic bread to her daughters.
Man, you better.
Not too much. And it looks like it's safe to assume that she ate no less than 8,000 calories in this one meal.
Oh my god! Dude, my whole family can eat that. Dude, I can feed my whole family 2 pies and then the cheesy garlic bread. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. There you go. We're done. That's easily our dinner for 4 people. But bro, just eating that by themselves.
She does leave the crusts though, so maybe she saved some calories there.
The only thing that could help me
probably,
escape it was food. So I was just eating my way through life at that time and gaining. So I put on another 100 pounds after that and got up to the 400s by the time I was 15.
Now, like Maya before Bethany, Karina also tries to hide her food habit, but in a very different way. Featuring in season 6 of the show, and much like the other stars, her first thought every morning is that she survived the night. Her following thought...
Man, me too, bro. Me too. Whenever I don't pee before I go to bed, I wake up. Oh God, I gotta go. Oh God, I gotta go. Where am I? Where am I? But no, realistically though, I would probably get scared if I was this kind of like size. I would be glad I was still alive. I mean, even then, even till now, I'm still kind of glad to be alive because there's people that usually just be gone in the middle of the sleep. Most peaceful way, but like, it's still kind of scary.
Is wondering what she's going to have for breakfast, which is the sad reality of living with a deep food addiction. She lives with her parents, and the only time she leaves the house is to the grocery store with them, while being carried in the back of their people carrier. But she only does this so she knows her parents are going to buy what she wants from the store.
My parents have to drive me, and I sit in the back of the van on the floor.
That
so they
poor
literally
van.
had to fold the seats in the van down, put a blanket on the floor.
As she's wheeled around the store, her parents do not question anything she wants. Ice cream, chips, cakes, and more, with nothing being off limits.
Dude, this is the same thing. I don't even know what's worse. The previous one that we saw from like the boyfriend taking care of the girlfriend, and they're not even married. But this time we got straight up parents calling their own daughter to the dang store just for them. For the daughter to get the food that they want to get. Or she had to be transported like cargo. No, for real though. For real though. The back of the car, put on a blanket and call it a day. Let's go out. Let's go to Walmart real quick. Let's get whatever you want. So we don't have to deal with you anymore.
Even though her parents don't question her meals and know she eats a massive amount of food, she still attempts to hide her addiction. When her parents leave for the evening and go to dinner, Karina allows herself to order even more food.
I'll have 2 medium pizzas with pepperoni and sausage, 1 order of your cheese sticks, 24 honey chipotle wings, and the double chocolate chip brownie.
Delivery or carry out?
This will be for delivery. Thank you.
When the food arrives and is laid out on the bed,
bro, this is a party. Bro, this is a straight up party. The amount of food that is here laid out in the bed is meant for a party. I'm pretty sure that's what they straight up thought when they were making this food, that this is gonna be for like a party. Like a party of like 4 to 6 people. But bro is just having this as straight up dinner on a daily basis. And bro, yeah, on top of that too, bro is eating this off the bed. The bed that you sleep in, bro.
Karina rubs her hands together as she looks at the map.
Bro. I don't know why that happened as soon as she was starting to rub her hands, but I was like... she was feasting. She about to get crazy. Dude, I want to see her finish all of this. Like, realistically, I want to see her finish all of this. I better not see a single crumb left. I want to see how she devours this.
Mountain of food in front of her. Starting with the medium pizzas, they probably have at minimum 2,500 calories in them each. And I'm not sure what restaurant she got them from, but if we go off the Papa John's menu, those 24 wings will have another 2,500.
8 wings. 810 calories. About 100? Okay. Oh. Golly, saturated fat is 44 grams? 170 grams of fat. The calories of the fat is 1,500. Bro, you're not even getting enough protein off of these wings. Whatever they be putting in these wings, it ain't even worth it, gang. It's not even worth it. You're telling me that they're getting this much? Yeah, bro, it's not surviving another 3 years. Yeah, on God. On God, they're not surviving another 3 years if they keep eating like this. Realistically speaking, they're definitely not leaving.
500 calories in them, the majority of the calories coming from the sauce they are in. She tops the meal off with a brownie, with one square having 250 calories.
One square?
2,250 calories.
Jeez,
there.
she's eating all that?
Bread, which is at minimum 1,000 calories. So in this absolute feast, she will devour around 8,250 calories, which explains how her weight has ballooned to this size, and has now meant that her bed needs to be held up with...
Bro can't even have a regular size bed frame. She has to have cinder blocks holding her up. And there's probably got to be like at least 12 of these just to sustain. Dude, you could probably have like at least 4 people. At least 4 people on a bed, like about 200 pounds for the bed frame. But like, apparently this bed frame cannot even withstand this person.
cinder blocks.
It makes me feel warm and good inside, if only for a short while. But I'm afraid that one day I'm just gonna need too much. I'm probably gonna die from a heart attack, or I'm gonna suffocate. But
you know, now as I'm thinking about it, if there's people like this that be eating this abnormous amounts of food, how are you able to keep all your teeth? Because this is not an insane amount. This is an insane amount of food to withstand for your teeth, and you're always going to be chewing, you're going to be grinding. How is your teeth not gone? Is the food just that soft for it to like not be broken? And what if like you accidentally bite too hard on something, you break your tooth? How are you going to go back to like the dentist? Like, hey, can you fix up my tooth? I don't think they'd be able to withstand like the chairs at the doctor's office to be able to withhold you.
I can't stop myself.
This somehow wasn't as big as the next patient's meal though, which actually was so large it made headlines in the news.
A food for a family of 12?
Show, we met Chris, whose legs are so fat that they push against each other, meaning he can barely stand up.
Hey, yo, at least bro is like actually walking in like, yo, shout out to him though. Like, this is the first ever time we're watching here in the video that we actually see vegetables. Like, the daughter over here, like, she's eating like a whole cabbage.
Despite this, he can take care of himself and do most daily tasks, which includes making his own breakfast.
Oh, okay, shout out to him!
To cook the kind of breakfast that I want. Because of the weight and the fat in between my legs, I can't stand up straight, so they're constantly pushing apart, which makes it really uncomfortable to stand in the kitchen for a long period of time, so I actually have to sit on a cooler that I sit on when I cook.
Hey, either way though, like, at least bro is trying. Like, at least bro is willing to put in the effort to, like, make his own breakfast and actually stand up and prepare himself. And he looks like he's taking care of his daughter pretty well, because I'm guessing he's making breakfast for her too. But, like, this has to be other than just, like, this has to be, like, a straight up a mental disorder. Because, you know, you got people that, are, like, are so focused on food that you just can't be able to, like, recomprehend on everything. But then you got other people that just like stress eat and like have other like particular types of like issues and stuff. But at least bro over here is trying. There's probably got to be something.
This is the scene which made headlines and led to comments such as, "This is my food for an entire week." And honestly, it isn't an exaggeration. Now, it's pretty impossible to track the calories of this meal, as he just has a pan full of bacon, another massive pan full of scrambled eggs, sausages in the oven, and of course, cheese to melt on top. Chris puts all of
Yo, that was like the most like average healthiest burrito though. That wasn't even too bad. That wasn't like pretty decent. That's like a burrito I would probably eat like probably almost every single morning. You got eggs, bacon, sausage, cheese on a flour tortilla. That ain't too bad though. That's not too bad.
Chris puts all of these ingredients into a breakfast burrito, of which he makes 12.
Okay. I revoke everything I said. Bro is eating like about like 12 of these things? 15 of these things?
12 whole breakfast burritos smothered in sauce.
I make the meal with my stomach, not with my brain, so I have a really big meal. And when I start eating, as soon as I hit that first bite, I eat it all. I call it going red. I can't stop.
He doesn't even take these burritos to a table and prefers to eat them at the kitchen bench to allow him
So it's like
to
a mental
devour
thing
them
then.
quicker.
Okay.
Although Chris didn't eat a healthy meal, at least he made an effort to cook his food, which can't be said about Holly, who decided on the day before her weigh-in at the doctor's office she would order a greasy Chinese meal. Now, there's not really an insane amount of food here. Well, maybe it is for the average person, but the real craziness comes from the timing of her decision to get this Chinese food, which is obviously extremely high in fat, oil, and salt.
Since we just moved in, we're not really set up to cook. So we're ordering delivery from places around here a lot until we can get some pots and pans and stuff to cook with. But Ray said
ain't no way, bro, just use an excuse that we just moved in. We can't get pots and pans. You look like you live like in a pretty decent looking house. I'm pretty sure you live in a local neighborhood that has like either a Walmart or a Target. And even then, let's say you do live in a rural area, you got Amazon. What? At what? Sure, you may not have next day delivery, even with Prime. Well, how long is it gonna take? Like what, max 3 days? You can't get pots and pans, so at least cook yourself something? And you just decide, oh, you know what, for the next following days, let's just go ahead and eat out every single day because we can't even get pots and pans. We can't even go to our local store to even get our regular necessities, like even just like water. Okay, yeah, totally, for sure.
he's gonna look for a job tomorrow, and he'll get all that while he's out, and we can start prepping healthy meals.
Holly uses the excuse that she's just moved into her home and she can't afford pots and pans, but looking at the size of her Chinese order, surely that could have been swapped for something healthy and bought some pans to cook with. So she has a massive Chinese meal on the night, knowing full well in the morning she's going for her weigh-in with the doctor, in which she has a goal to lose 50 pounds, and that goes about as well as you're expecting.
6'11"?
I'm really upset, and I don't understand why my progress isn't that good. So I'm shocked and confused and nervous to hear what Dr. Now is gonna say.
She doesn't lose as much weight as Dr. Now was expecting, which caused him to question why she values food and chocolate over living. This led to one of his angriest moments, and if you want to see the rest of Dr. Now's angriest moments, click the video that's on your screen now.
Damn, poor Dr. Now, bro. I feel like bro has to see this on like on a regular daily basis of just people just like not willing to fix themselves for the better or worse of them. But even then, bro doesn't even like help out that much. Bro just calls them fat and calls it the next day. Come back when you're skinnier. Come back when you lose weight. So, yeah.